Hey you guys, my name's Tim Harris. I'm 24 years old. I'm coming to you from Kalamazoo, Michigan, and I just want to thank you for spending this time listening to my testimony. I just want to say that the testimony is the most powerful thing you have, so use it. This is about my fifth time hitting that recording button, and I've come to realize that YouTube is not a place to put a motion picture up and running. So I'm just going to get on with it. It's live, right? I just want to jump into my childhood a little bit and look back and see where I've been, see where I'm at, and see where I'm going in life. And there's something very significant about a testimony that that can really set you up for some awesome rewards in the future and at the present. When you take your testimony and all the things that you've been through, all the deep dark secrets, all the things that you're not proud of, and you bring those skeletons out of the closet, or what I like to call aces in the hole, out of the closet to share with the world, there's something very special that happens to you. It just releases transparency in your life, and you're able to live. It breaks the shackles of many different bondages that hold you captive. So I just want to jump in, not drag this out, but share a little bit about my past, my childhood, and what I've been through, and hopefully that it'll really touch you and that you'll be able to relate to it. Growing up with me and the boys, me and my brothers, at a young age, we witnessed my mom and my dad going through a divorce. They loved us so much, like any parent loves their children. But at the same time, the truth's the truth, no cotton candy here. We went through alcoholism in our family, and drugs behind closed doors, and things that just happened that a lot of people can relate to. And so I went through witnessing alcoholism, broken family, divorce. Not to mention I was sexually molested when I was a child, and that really tried to eat me up as I grew up. That was something that I kept secret, and it really kept me from being full of life, and that really just crushed me and held me in darkness, because there was this bitter root that was in me that I couldn't release. It's something that is very detrimental to a child growing up, and so I bring that for you, and just give that to the world, and that's something that I've worked through. But that's just one powerful place in my life where the power of truth, the truth shall set you free, is very true. And not to draw this out, but after going through some things in my childhood, after my mom died at a young age and the family split up and I was adopted by my aunt and uncle, went through high school, and my outlet was sports. Really got into sports, and that was my stress. That was my stress ball. I really focused on sports, and I love sports, so that was really an outlet for me. But through high school, I really didn't have any direction. I got in with a crowd of drinking and starting out smoking at a young age and trying to fit in and this and that, and coming out of high school, I got in with a party scene and thought that this was the life, and sleeping around. I became sexually active when I was 17 years old, and after that it was just kind of like a little hook on me. That was something that I kind of chased, along with alcohol and parties and this and that, which was a big, just a delusion for me. And so I got into the party scene, moved out of state for girls and on the internet and this and that, and it was just it was crazy crazy lifestyle, and I'm sure that a lot of people listening to this testimony can relate to that, because that's the truth. There's a lot of stuff that happens in this world, and not to drag this out, but went through some tough times, obviously, and recently, about 3 years ago, I got into really partying hard, getting into major drinking just about every night, and getting into cocaine, and eventually crack cocaine, and was off into the dancing scene, male entertaining, dancing and doing that kind of stuff, which was something that my flesh wanted to do, and just something that was holding me captive and in bondage, and that was my way of life. That was fulfillment for me, and it was pretty sad looking back, but at the same time it's a powerful story that other people can relate to, because it's truth. But went through a time in my life where I went through drugs and alcohol to the extreme, and eventually it almost led me to death, hanging around those people that do those things, violence and jealousy and all kinds of things just started manifesting in my life, and ultimately it almost got me killed. I got cut in a knife fight about 3 years ago, and I got cut there. This kid cut me, and I got a scar right there. I don't know if you can see it, but I got cut really good, and that was one swift move with a knife right across here, and almost cut my throat. This was at a party that I threw for one of my friends that I lived with, and this was at my own apartment, and just got into that scene where I didn't have any direction, I didn't have any purpose in my life. So that's where that led. After that, I got to the realization that, whoa, what am I getting myself into, I was just going into this thing blind, and I moved back home, started up college, taking some college classes, starting to get some direction in my life, and quit the dancing, the stripping, and left the drug scene, but I was still partying on the weekends, thought I was doing a little better, in my moral issues, going out on the weekends and partying, drinking, going to the clubs and this and that. I thought I was doing a better life, and by works, but I started going to college, and I had a girlfriend at the time, and that didn't work out, and after that, got a full-time job, was going to going to college, and working for a degree in web design. That's something I was interested in, and started getting direction in my life, and before you knew it, I get wrapped up in this situation again at work. This was over tobacco this time. There's a guy that threatened me at work over tobacco. It was a very a crazy situation.